So Cloud has just released their new analysis tool that allows us to work faster and even much more effective than ever before. We can create dynamic visuals, amazing graphs, appealing charts. Overall, the new update will take the way you use Cloud to the next level. So with all that being said, in this video we'll cover everything from start to finish. So when you are within Cloud AI, to activate this feature, you need to go over to the left bottom corner and click on the icon. And here, click on the future preview. And right there, you've got analysis tool. So you can enable it or even disable. For this case, I would like to enable it. And there even you can read. Cloud can write and run code to process data, run analysis, and produce data visualizations in real time, which is kind of very amazing. And this feature is really solid in the terms of the usage of the cloud. So in this video, I will show you everything from start to finish. And with all that being said, now we can go ahead and I will show you how to use that. So first things first, I've got my sample data that I can upload inside of the cloud. And this file contains the product name, description, key features, actually the price. So we've got a kind of some basic actually information about the product. So for this case, we can go ahead to the Cloud AI. We can upload the file and type the following prompt. Analyze for me this document and create visualization. Now we will be able to see kind of the difference in using our cloud. So when I run this prompt, now let's wait until it runs. So here, just take a look. We've got the pretty new window. So it actually uses code to generate our response, which is kind of amazing because previously we didn't have this option. And definitely it makes the cloud more precise, more kind of effective, and now you will see the difference. So as I said previously, it's analyzing our inquiry by providing the code. And there you can see the results. So here we've got our interactive interface. There we've got a price and even different support levels. So I would say the main difference is that it's creating the code and actually it uses that to generate for us a response, which is a huge advantage because there even the accuracy, actually the complexity of the problems we can solve just increases. So actually this tool is kind of amazing. Let me show you how it works even on more complex data. So here we've got some statistics about S&P 500. So here 100 years, so there we've got for example the price, dividends, dividend yield, T-bond rate, and so on and so on. So I can go over ahead and upload this file and do some stuff with that. So for example, analyze some stuff, create visuals that will help us analyze this data. So let me show you how it works. For this case, I typed even more complex prompt. Analyze for me this document. Create a clear, simple visualization to show the relationship between the S&P 500 values and dividend yields over year. Include labels and make the graph easy to understand. And again, the important thing is that it's analyzing our inquiry by providing the code. So kind of is for the purpose that this data is more advanced, and overall, by providing the code, it's much more accurate. And here, overall, we've got a few windows. So firstly, it analyzed for us the data inside of the code block. And there we've got actually our artifacts. So the data should be here. Nevertheless, I don't see that. So I can type something like that. I don't see the data on the graph. Make it visible. Make it visible. So now what is very cool, just pay attention how sophisticated is this graph. So overall we've got the relationship between the values and dividend yields. And here when I click on that, I've got the data for each year, for example here, and the information for the value and again dividend yields. So there we've got key observations even, so dividend yields peak during market downturns, notably in the 1930s, S&P 500 shows dramatic growth after 1980s. So they're kind of, this is amazing. Also there, additionally, despite our graph, we have our information, so some key observations that we have also there. So actually this is kind of very great. Recent years post 2000 have shown relatively lower dividend yields despite varying S&P 500 values. Kind of really awesome. use case which is pretty amazing is overall to take actually the chunk of the data. So for example, right now I would like to create the prompt. So take 20 years of the data and compare some things. For this case, I've got the sentence. Compare the S&P 500 value, dividend yield, and bond rate over a 20-year span starting from 1928. Create a visual representation that highlights the trends of these metrics over time. Focus on showing how the S&P 500 values have changed in relation to dividend yield and bond rates, and make the trends clear and easy to interpret. So kind of like this. I can go ahead even and upload my file. So yeah, remember about that. And now I need to just run this prompt. And again, this is very cool, isn't it? So here, kind of, we've got the similar form, nevertheless, for not the entire data. So even you can go overhead. You've got, for instance, let's say, long file. You've got a lot of information. However, you can go over to the cloud and retrieve some of the data. Put it into nice looking graph, actually even a table or something like that. And there compare it into this one, pretty nice visualization. Another useful, amazing use case is actually when you take your data and you put each information in different type of the graph. So there I've got the following prompt. Create 3 separate graphs for the S&P 500 dataset. A line graph showing how the S&P 500 value changes over time. Actually a bar chart showing the dividends paid each year, and a scatter graph for here I'm showing the bond rate changes over time. And finally, after like these 3 different types of the graphs, we create one combined graph that overlays all 3 metrics, S&P 500 values, actually dividends and bond rates. So there kind of, it will be also very amazing. And now let me show you how it works. And after doing that, just look how great that is. We've got the first graph, which is for the value, and there each value, and actually the line graph. Next, we've got the bar graph, and kind of even this nice gray highlight for each year, the price, and there we've got the scatter graph, which is also pretty amazing. And at the end, combined all of the graphs at once. So yeah, kind of sometimes we may have the problems, so maybe not at the first try it will actually work. Nevertheless, if you will run some prompts, actually ask Cloud to fix some problems, definitely you can receive something like that, which is truly amazing. And again, so actually this new update really improved how we can use Cloud in action and in different circumstances. So to summarize, Cloud's new update really allows us to actually work with AI easier and definitely much more effective. From analyzing some data, retrieving some specific information, to, for example, creating beautiful graphs, visualizations. Cloud for now can really better handle these all cases. So for this video, this is everything. I hope that you enjoyed this information, it was helpful for you, and remember about leaving the like and subscribing to the channel to don't miss out actually the newest updates when it comes to the AI field. For now, this is everything. I will see you next time.